Hi everyone, this is going to be the tarot forecast for Taurus, for the sign of Taurus for the month of January 2023. This can apply if you're a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, as well as North Node. So be sure to check out the other signs in case this reading does not resonate with you. Also, do keep in mind this is a general reading, so not all the messages may resonate. So take what resonates and leave out the rest. And I am taking bookings for personal readings right now. So if you'd like to book a natal chart reading with me, like a birth chart analysis, a synastry chart reading of relationship compatibility, or even tarot, you can drop me a message on Facebook or email. Both the links are in the description box, and I'll get back to you soon. Also, if you haven't already, do consider subscribing to my channel because I do post videos on astrology and tarot pretty frequently. And so, if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe, do like, do share the video with your friends. And yeah, let's get started. So Taurus, I'm going to drop a few more cards and then we'll get started on your reading. And we'll also drop one more card for your overarching energy for January. Wow, okay, Taurus, lots of changes happening for you, but it's all for your favor. So let me just tell you the cards that I'm getting. The first one is the Four of Wands in reverse. Second is the Ten of Cups. Third is the Devil card. Next one is the Strength card in reverse. And your overarching energy for the month of January 2023 is the Tower. Great. So Taurus, the North Node is in Taurus right now, and there's just a lot of change that's happening for your sign. Now, couple of things that I'm noticing here is your foundations may be getting a little chaotic at the moment, especially because Uranus is also in Taurus, and Uranus is this energy of electricity, disruption, sudden jolts, sudden disruptions happening out of nowhere. You're kind of unprepared for the changes, but it's kind of shaking you up, especially with the Tower as the overarching energy. So January may be a month where there are a lot of unexpected surprises, a lot of unexpected twists and turns, a lot of chaotic situations, so-called chaotic situations, but they're all asking you to be adaptive and flexible and go with the flow and improvise, be in the moment and figure out how to make the best out of that moment, right? uh, that's why I said, like, the Four of Wands in reverse is indicative of the fact that something about your foundation has changed or has been disrupted, because the Four of Wands in the upright position is about laying the foundation, is about the groundwork being solid, and having this coming up as a reversal is not always a bad thing, especially when it's followed up with the Ten of Cups. So whatever chaotic situations are happening right now, if you feel like the January has been super chaotic, super stressful, especially because Taurus, you like predictability. Like, I'm a Taurus moon, so I get that. Like, you like predictability, you like things to be on an even keel. You want to know what you can expect from a situation, from a person, but life does not always work out right there that way, right? Like, life is unpredictable, and sometimes you have to roll with the punches. And January is kind of like this huge playing ground, this teaching moment for you, which is asking you to be more flexible, more adaptive. Like I said, being able to pivot with new situations. And I think that's been a collective lesson for all of us over the last couple of years, especially 2021 and 2020, everything that we went through. And January is no different, but it's fresh energy. This is new energy. This is not heavy. This doesn't feel heavy to me. So whatever changes are happening, it's followed by the Ten of Cups. So what I'm intuitively getting is, the more you're able to pivot, Taurus, the more you're able to be adaptive, flexible, and especially creative. Like, when these disruptive situations come into your life, do you sulk, or do you complain, or do you worry, or do you get extra creative and try to alchemize the situation? Because that's what true alchemy is, right? You make the best of a situation, you turn that into gold, you turn that into your gold, you turn that into your advantage. So are you able to do that? And if so, how are you doing it? So I think it's really like a creative process for you, Taurus, and it's really pushing your boundaries in your comfort zone. But it's all in your favor because it's followed by the Ten of Cups. And Ten of Cups is probably one of the best cards to have in any reading because it's like the perfect happy ending, like the abundance in the truest sense, emotional fulfillment, because cups are about emotions, emotional fulfillment, the love and romance that you desire. Because Taurus, let's face it, a lot of people, like the stereotypical descriptions of Taurus, are going to mention Taurus as a very materialistic, second house, materialistic, asset, finance oriented sign, which is true. It's true, but there is a reason for that. Taurus um, feels its emotional security and comfort through these material possessions. So it's a means to an end. It's not that Taurus is materialistic, but they need that to feel emotional comfort and security, much like Cancer. But those are for very different purposes, very different reasons. But Taurus, like I was saying, um, this is like the happily ever after. This is what you really want in life. You are ruled by Venus. You like things of beauty. You appreciate beauty. You appreciate peace, harmony, love, romance, money, abundance. Venus also rules finances. So definitely you are about that money, Taurus. But January is asking you to be more adaptive. How are you able to pivot? How quickly are you able to be thinking on your feet? How nimble are you? Are you flexible? Can you think on the moment and make a new decision, make a new strategy? Things like that. That's what January is teaching you. And it's amazing because these are new life skills that you're having to learn. Now, the devil is coming up as the central energy in January. These can represent certain toxic patterns, certain mind loops that you may have been in, which is kind of holding you back. And I will do a clarification on that, but somehow the tower right above the devil energy tells me that maybe that's been the chains that's holding you back. Maybe you've not cut off ties with certain things, certain people, certain situations that were not serving you well. Because Taurus, you like to hold on to things. You are a collector. You are a collector of emotions. You're a collector of people. You're a collector of things. I wouldn't go so far as to say you're a hoarder, but you definitely like to collect things, which is why sometimes, Taurus, you can hold on to a bad relationship way past its expiry date, and that's not healthy. So the devil energy is showing you where those chains are. And if you look at the devil card, these two people, they can easily remove the chains and walk away if they want to, but there's something that is tempting, something that's very alluring, because we have like the pomegranate and the fire. So these are all signs of temptation, and that's holding them back. So what is it that you are kind of attracted to in your life, which you know is unhealthy for you, which you know is toxic? I think those are the things that you need to get rid of, because that's holding you back. And these don't always have to be negative things, Taurus. Sometimes this can be like the healthiest habit you have, but if it's bordering on OCD or like compulsiveness, then that's unhealthy. So I think it's about moderation, and it's about discovering where you are putting excess energy, where there's an energy leak, where you're doing too much, which is draining you. I think those are the things that you need to cut off. You don't always need to cut things off or cut people off, sorry. But you can just distance yourself from that situation or from those people or things or whatever. But definitely do away with the toxicity in your life, whatever form that's taking in your life. Right now, I'm getting the strength card as a reversal. Now, strength in the upright position is about facing your demons, facing your fears, voluntarily putting your hand in the mouth of the lion, knowing full well that the lion can basically chew your hand off, right? That's what she's doing in this card. But she also has faith, because the infinity symbol is right above her head, and that has to do with faith in the divine energy, knowing that you are safe no matter what you do. And that requires a lot of strength. I think that is true strength, being able to have that soft faith, that eternal faith that things are going to work out in your favor no matter what chaotic situation is happening in your life right now. And the strength card is coming up as a reversal, because I feel like somewhere down the line your confidence is a little bit shaky in the month of January, maybe because of this tower moment that's happening. maybe because of these foundations that are having to be eroded. Like sometimes things get rusty, sometimes things get old, and you have to throw that junk out of your closet, out of your life. And that is metaphorical. It can apply to people, it can apply to actual things, right? So it's about taking an inventory check, doing an inventory check, seeing what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what is beneficial, what isn't. It's about being very logical, having this profit loss ledger in your life where you do the math, where you analyze the pros and cons, and really be logical about what you want to keep in your life and what you want to discard, quite literally. Because sometimes it is just about that. It is, and you will realize that once you do that, the energy clears up so much that you have fresh thoughts, fresh momentum, fresh energy, and you get clear solutions on what to do next in your life. So yeah, I think it's very cathartic for you, Taurus, to do that in the month of January and really analyze what's holding you back. If it's a mental thought process, maybe like feelings of unworthiness or feelings of deserving what, knowing what you deserve, what you don't deserve, it's about examining those as well. Like, why do you have these belief systems? uh, because if you examine them, then you will find the root cause and you can get rid of it, and that's going to help you move forward. So Taurus, I'm going to also draw one card, final card, from the Keepers of the Light oracle deck to get a final message for you. So let's pull out one card and see what's the final message. Great. So we have Master Buddha as your card. It says increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. So yes, Taurus, this is in line with what we were discussing, that this is about knowing yourself. Like they say, right? Know thyself. If you don't know yourself, people can manipulate you. People can tell you what you want to hear. But if you know yourself, you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, basically do a SWOT analysis, know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know who you really are, and then nobody can manipulate you because you already know who you are, right? And that awareness is going to happen once you start to trust your intuition, once you start to trust that inner voice. And that's going to help you make the right decisions, Taurus. So, right, so those are the messages for you for the month of January. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Your likes help my videos stay relevant in the YouTube algorithm, and they help other users find content that they're looking for similar to mine. And yeah, if you haven't already, do consider subscribing and liking and sharing the video with your friends. And if you'd like to book a reading, definitely drop me a message on Facebook or email. Both the links are in the description box below, and I'll get back to you soon. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.